All right. Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Instagram. I don't usually go live on Instagram, but I have decided to start doing more lives on Instagram. Let me just fix my camera here a minute, and then we will get started. Well, you guys made it through the week, and that's a good thing. I just need dim it. That's better. And today we're going to do the full, good God, new moon forecast in Virgo, which happens tomorrow. And so, yes, we do have this new moon in Virgo tomorrow, August 27th. It's going to happen at 4:17 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So this will happen about 1 in the morning on the West Coast. Now, Virgo new moons are all about, this is about employment, holistic endeavors, perfectionism, health, organization, textiles, and environmental issues. This moon is perfect for starting any kind of new health regimens, diets, organization, setting up any kind of sacred space for yourself. This is the perfect time for all of us to reorganize our work and home space. If you're looking for new employment, this is the perfect time to do that. It's doing a search for new employment. Perfect time and commit to better health habits. Start writing a book or publish. A lot of us will have keen attention to detail with placement, and it's all about healing, but this also will make us more critical than usual. So remember, you're not perfect, and neither is anyone else. Now, Virgo energy does give us the drive and determination to do and be better. We feel more inclined to do things and we have more motivation to see them through, especially when it comes to things like decluttering, cleaning up, organizing things. Virgo in general hates mess and clutter, and they really dislike uncleanliness. Every Virgo I have ever met is really a stickler for neat and tidy. They do not like nasty habits either. So, general rule of thumb, if you're ever dating a Virgo, um, they do not like cigarette smoke or bad breath or anything like that. You need to be a clean individual for a Virgo. Most Virgos are like this. Like I said, they dislike uncleanliness, nasty habits, and dysfunction. So, if there's dysfunction around them, they will step in and clean it all up because that's how they operate, that's how they vibrate. So, like I said, this energy, cleanup is key here because um, as we begin to progress forward with determination, we have to have a clean surrounding, a clean working environment in order to do that. So this energy will help all of us with that, especially since Virgo season is right around the corner and in retrograde. I believe it is already Virgo season, isn't it? Yes, I think so. Now, Virgo energy gives us the drive and the determination to do better. It always does. And wherever this is placed in your chart, by house and sign, it will give you the determination to achieve and to do better. Now, Mercury, this is a little confusing, so I'm going to explain this as the best that I can. Hey, Kate, how are you? Please ignore the mess in the back. It is a real pigsty in here. I've got books everywhere. Hey, that is awesome. Awesome. There you go. Virgo energy. Even though we're still in the dark moon phase, it worked in your favor, and that is awesome. I'm so happy for you. That is awesome. All right, moving on. Now I'm going to explain this because when I was writing this up, I had to keep erasing and rewriting because it is as confusing as all get out. I mean, I just sat there going, wait a minute. Mercury is going to be doing a little jumping around. And here's what I mean by this. Mercury is in Virgo as of August 4th, and it moves into Libra on August 25th, which was yesterday. Okay, but then it goes retrograde. Now, modern astrology will state it September 9th, but you all know my drill here with ancient astrology. It's usually 10 days earlier. So by August 31st, September 1st, we are officially in Mercury retrograde season, and it is in Libra. Now, with Mercury retrograding in Libra, it will be all about rewriting contracts, cleaning up business affairs, and even taking a closer look at your domestic life and partnerships. Libra rules the seventh house, marriage, contracts, partnerships. So, however, my understanding is, and I thought I wrote it in here, but apparently I didn't, shift back into Virgo, and I didn't put it in the chart. I didn't put it in the write up, and that's on me. I'm sorry. So let me see if I got this straight. Towards September. Wait a minute. I don't want to say this without being. I don't want to say it. It has to be accurate and it has to be precise. So let me look at something here. Around the end of September, now Mercury is retrograde in ancient astrology until about October 10th. Modern astrology, it steps out of retrograde on the 2nd of October. But midway through the retrograde, because it's retrograde, it bounces back into Virgo. And when Virgo is in Mercury retrograde, please remember Virgo is it's dignified. There's going to be more chaos and confusion towards the end of September, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th. But I want to double check before I already opened my big mouth, but that's okay. Yes, August 25th, Mercury enters Leo or Libra. Then, where is it? Let's see. Mercury. On September 23rd, Mercury enters Virgo, and I will put this up in my website. I will straighten this out. Mercury on September 23rd, Mercury does move into Virgo. So you've got about, I'd say 15 days of this energy. And it can be destructive. It can be very ungrounding and very confusing. So just be aware of that energy. And I'll update this before I post it on my website. Now, souls born with a sun sign in Virgo will be perfectionists, critical thinkers. They're the worker bee of the zodiac, and they have a gift for keeping things in order, like a fine running machine. Now, this new moon, all earth signs are going to feel this new moon the most. And you guys know the drill. If you've been with me long enough, you do know the drill. And that drill is souls born with placements in Virgo or Sun, Moon, Rising, Dragon's head or tail always feel this shift the most. And wherever Virgo is placed by house and sign, it will motivate you into action of that house and make changes for the better. Yes, good things are a coming for Libra. Most definitely. Now, my magical folk. Now, this is the perfect moon for spell work for commitment to better health. If you need to do any kind of magical work for better health, either for yourself or another individual, yes, by all means, do so. And dietary changes. Now, spells for seeking new employment, writing, intellectual pursuits. These are going to all be blessed under the stars. Even ritual work for healing rituals for ailments of the intestines and the nervous system. Virgo rules in astromedy. The astromedy aspect, that's what Virgo rules, the intestines and the nervous system. So any kind of spell work for this will do very well. And it is a short and sweet forecast. Like I said, my Patreons get the full forecast by house and sign. But these next few weeks, the Virgo energy will make many of us somewhat critical, both of ourselves and others. One thing I've learned about Virgo, and I can say this because I have a lot of Virgo in my own chart, is we are the most critical of ourselves first, but we are and can be very critical of others. I'm not so much like this now, but in my younger days, very, very critical of other people. And it wasn't good. Not good at all. That's me. So this energy does make us, Artie's eyes. Hello, how are you? This energy does make us very critical of others. So just go with the flow and just try to realize nobody's perfect, not us, not them. Now, and like I said, Virgo energy is here to like improve our own well-being and to organize. So we have a better working environment. This energy is also about mental clarity, and that is key right now, the mental clarity as we move into a Mercury retrograde. From August 31st till October 10th. And like I said, around September 23rd, it shifts back into Virgo, Mercury in Virgo. This energy brings the past back to life. Anytime Mercury goes retrograde, sometimes the past comes back to life. It is also a time to watch the road, as this is where chain reaction, accidents, travel delays, miscommunication are very possible. I always notice that there can be power outages and things like that with as well. It's also very important to speak very clearly, reiterate, reiterate, and repeat again, so that you could get your point across. Because with this energy going retrograde at the end of the month, communication is not going to be very good, and there will be misunderstandings. So just reiterate and reiterate again. It's really all I can say about this energy. That's right. We learn and we grow. Absolutely. What else can I say about this energy? I've pretty much come to the end of my forecast here. But I said this to my Patreons the other night, and I am going to say it. I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to repeat it to you guys. Something very negative is coming, and I do believe it's coming near the election, November. November 8th is a lunar eclipse in Taurus. Okay, now Taurus doesn't really deal with politics. It deals with money and finances, the banking system. So around November 7th, 8th, not good. I would also even say the 16th of November, not good. And, what was the other date? The 21st and the 22nd of November, not good either. Let me look at 21st, 22nd, 23rd of November, not good either. I don't think whatever happens with this midterm election, an outcome isn't going to be liked, and people are going to uprise. Now, I've said this before, and I don't really like to bring politics too much into astrology, but astrology does rule politics in some ways. So I have to say this. Ever since Roe versus Wade was revoked, I do believe this is a big nail in the coffin for the GOP. I just see a blue wave coming. There, I said it. I said it. I wasn't going to say it, but I said it. I could be wrong. Like I said, I haven't looked at November 8th too closely yet to make that. I'm actually going by what I'm seeing on the news and what I'm observing. Um, the last time I was on here, I told you my own family left Italy because they didn't want to live under fascist regime. So I do think that there's going to be a lot of changes after November 8th. There's a lot of people that aren't going to like that. Um, and that's the way it is. I, in all my years, have never seen people so upset and childlike with an election. Deal with it. Deal with it. That's all I can say. I'll discuss this a little more as we get closer to the election, but I do think it is going. I think the Democrats will succeed at least in one, either the House or the Senate. Can't remember which it was. Was it the House or the Senate? Even if the Democrats lose just one, then the Republicans take control, and I think that was the Senate. I'm not sure. I don't think it was Congress. I'm not I'm not a political science lady, so I don't just going by what I see in the stars. But November is going to be an awful month. One of the worst months of the year. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I'm preparing you for what's to come. Um, yeah, it's not going to be pretty. So that being said, hope for the best, but expect the worst. I know that's a kind of a crappy thing to say, but yes, hope for the best, but expect the worst, because I don't know how else to put it, and I don't know how else to say it. As we get closer, I will post more, and I did promise. I was on TikTok the other day, and I did promise you I would do the stars of Matt Gaetz, and I haven't gotten around to it because I've had 2 people down with COVID in this household, and I've had mosquito poisoning, and I'm getting bit again, so it's time for me to go take some more antibiotics. But just have a great weekend, okay? Enjoy the weekend, and I don't see anything too ominous coming for the weekend. It's the couple of days after that is not going to be good. Towards the end of the month, we go into some negative energy. 31st first. Just watch the news and you'll see what I mean. Okay. I will come back on here as we get closer to election time with more election updates, uh, astrologically speaking. And what I just said, I am coming from a political point of view. This is just my personal opinion. This isn't what I'm seeing in the stars per se, but I do believe that once Roe versus Wade was revoked, it was a big nail in the coffin of the GOP and the Conservative Party. People don't like their rights taken away when they've had them for the last 50 plus years. Okay. And when you piss off women, there's hell to pay when women are pissed. Okay. And there are women out there like myself who have daughters who it's pretty bad when I have had more rights at their age, early 20s, than they do now at 17 and 22. uh, we're going backwards. We are not going forwards. And that there has to be a full turnaround here. But the 7th, the 8th of November, I'm seeing this more as a financial issue. Something is getting ready to happen. I've been screaming about this on TikTok. I make cryptocurrency videos and you all laugh at me, and that's okay. That's okay. You can laugh all you want. When the dollar completely drops, and it's coming, if you haven't invested in any kind of digital currency, pardon my French, you're fucked. You're fucked. I'm going to say one last thing about this because I am going to come back on here on the first week in September and explain this to you. But since 1971, the USA itself has been taken off the gold standard thanks to President Nixon. Now, 1971, a lot of you weren't born. I was one. He distorted the US dollar. And this is where the beginning of inflation started. And this is where the decline of the American dollar happened. I wrote notes here. This was the kickoff of the distortion of our economy. And our economy feeds off of inflation. They make more money when people are in debt and in inflation. And that's why in the beginning they didn't like cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency, there's no control. The banks don't control your money. If you obtain and you hold crypto on a hard wallet, there's no Federal Reserve involved. There is no bank involved, because all your money that goes into the bank, you lose a little bit of money every time. I don't think the American people realize this yet. And I'm learning this as I go. I take tons of classes on cryptocurrency and finances and financials. And it's only for me to better my portfolio and to better myself. And I bring that information to you guys because I want you guys to succeed. I don't want you to get left behind. And I have it's the baby boomer generation that's getting ready to lose big time, because they all watch certain news outlets. I'm not going to say who. And those news outlets tell you that crypto's a scam. But crypto, anytime you invest in the market, it's volatile and it's a gamble. But getting a hard wallet and transferring your American dollars into either Bitcoin, Ethereum. Bitcoin is a currency. So I would take it, and invest it in that. But you can hold it on a hard wallet. A hard wallet, it's a cold wallet, and it doesn't earn interest, but your money's safe. It's safe from the financial collapse that's getting ready to happen. And with a lunar eclipse happening on the 8th of November in Taurus, which rules the financial system, let's not forget that we also have Uranus in Taurus as well. This is going to be a shocking news about the economy coming. And there's going to be a famine as well. And I'll talk more about that in the days to come. But we're getting ready to go into a major food shortage. So you know the drill. Stock goods, rice, beans. Be prepared. As time goes on, I will come back on here, and the more I learn about what's happening, I will inform you. I will keep you informed. But try to have a good weekend. We're having a lot of monsoons here, so it's going to thunderstorm. I hope my connection's okay. It seems to be okay on my phone and on Instagram, but sometimes the one I do live on YouTube, there's issues. So, Kate, I hope you were able to hear me distinctly and clearly. And to all of you out there in YouTube land, please have a great Friday night. Have a great week. I'm going to try and get back on here either Monday or Tuesday. Okay. So thanks for tuning in, and all of you out there in Instagram land. Artie, so nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. And you guys out there, have a great weekend as well. I will see you soon. One of my cats. Oops. All right. Cat's gone crazy. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.